So, what happens to abortion in California? For that, let's bring in Planned Parenthood Northern California CEO Gilda Gonzalez. Gilda, before we get into that, let's first get your reaction to the ruling this morning.
Well, like a lot of my colleagues, I'm thoroughly appalled, and my heart is heavy for the millions of women and other pregnant able people in the 26 states that will implement abortion bans, and their rights to get abortion will be taken away.
The governor said today that California, Oregon, and Washington are creating a so-called West Coast offensive. What does that mean? How are you involved?
Yes, so there are 7 California Planned Parenthood affiliates, and we are working closely together along with other allies and the governor and other legislative leadership to put it into law protections so that we can enshrine the access to abortion and birth control. One of the very tangible actions that is going to be forthcoming is a new state constitutional amendment that will appear on this year's November ballot. And we're asking everybody to review the language, and we strongly suggest that people support this amendment. There are other legislative measures that are moving through the system to, again, enhance protection for our providers and other aspects of our work.
I imagine you're expecting an influx of women coming in from other states. What are you doing here to gear up the services you have in California?
Yes, so we have been running through scenarios for quite a while, and Texas SB 8 went into effect in September, and that was a preview of what is to come. We have already, just our affiliate has already served upwards of 80 patients since September, most of them from Texas. And some of our other partner Planned Parenthood affiliates here in California have served even more. And so we know that there is going to be an uptick, and we are evaluating how and when we should be increasing our hours and our staffing, and we're prepared to do what we need to do to ensure that everyone has access to abortion care.
Before we leave you, I just want to have you send a message, whatever that is, to people, men and women, who are feeling very hurt this morning and who feel scared that this right that they had here in California could also be taken away.
Well, it's not going to be taken away here in California if everybody does the right thing and leans in, passing the constitutional amendment. But I would say that we still have a heavy heart. And I would say this: to do everything in our power to ensure that California remains a reproductive freedom state, and then to support our allies and other activities occurring across the country, because we can turn this around. As the president said, this is not over. We can turn this around and ensure that millions of people continue to have the right to their own reproductive decisions. Do not lose hope. We will continue to fight forward.
Gilda Gonzalez.
Thank you, Gilda.